up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is Season 2, Episode 72, and I'm your host, California Cal. My pronouns are sham and wow. So if you do not address me as sham wow, you are a highly violent and offensive degenerate who needs to go eat a non-binary penagina because this is California, okay? I don't know. Yeah, like my pronouns are sexy, pimp, cool guy. And if you do not address me as those, you're a bigot. So welcome, bigots and bigettes, because this is the Damn Dude Podcast. And we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Really, the show exists to help entertain, educate, and make an impact on our life and perspectives and contexts that we have available to life, because I believe the more access we have to different contexts, then the easier and funner life is, because we just understand more shit, and compassion naturally grows and occurs through understanding, right? So it's like, if you understand somebody, you ain't got to be fucking mad because you understand. And that's basically compassion in action. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. Like I said, I'm your host, California Cal, one of the cool Californians left in this whole state. There's a good handful of us, but half the people are either bitch made or scared to fucking say anything. So I got to say the shit to make the shit more normal. And yeah, that's what we do. And for those of you guys who do speak up and fight the fight and don't just comply with some stupid ass shit, props to you. There's a lot of us, but we're not the majority I don't know. I kind of just going off on that. But my thing today, couple things. Where should we start, you guys? So, first of all, let me say this before we really get into anything. We got some new motherfucking merchandise, and it's actually free.
Damn, dude.
So, if you're a fan of the show and you would like some new free merchandise, boy howdy, come on down to Cal Worthington. Cal Worthington Dodge, where we're home with the Lions and the Tigers and the Bears. Oh my. No, but if you want some cool free merch, you actually listen to the show, send me a DM on Instagram at The Real California Cal, and send me an address, and I will send you something really fucking cool. There's a couple of people who are automatic. You guys get some free shit because I know you fucking listen, and you guys are down, and you guys rep the show. So I appreciate you guys. I really realize, I feel the love from a lot of people lately. Old people from high school have been starting to listen to the show. Different people have been saying they've been binge watching the show. And I'm just like, wow, it blows me away that anybody would listen to the show, because it's it's hard to be like, you know what I have to say is valid and it matters, and I'm going to be responsible and fucking just document what I say. And if I'm wrong, it's fucking on there. If I make myself sound or look like a dumbass, it's on there. It's in the history books. It's fucking there to stay. It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? The most I could do is come back and oh, this is what I meant by that, or hey, I learned this or that. So it's nerve-wracking at the same time. It's nerve-wracking in a sense, because this show's real. It's not about fucking hot topics or political shit or trending topics and all that. It's nah, this is some authentic, real, raw ass shit. And we're not here to just talk about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so if you fuck with the show, send me a DM. I'll send you some fucking cool shit. But anyways, what I was thinking about with today's topics, there's a couple different things, but one major thing I just wanted to touch on is standing up for ourselves. Standing up for ourselves has become this thing where it's the culture of the internet is almost stronger in ways than the culture of real life is. And I see that there's this huge divide, and you've got this generation of people who grow up, oh, my pronouns, this and that, and there's no such thing as a man and a woman and all this shit. These people have internet knowledge, and they don't know how to stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a big difference. Let me think how I want to say this. There's a big difference between internet knowledge and real life. So let me give some examples of that, because this is something my son and I would talk about, often is, I got hiccups. Internet knowledge versus real life knowledge. And there's a big difference. So like, for example, I might have talked about this in past episodes, but my son will tell me stuff, like he's into like 90's like grunge band music and stuff like that. And, or he was for a big while. He still is, you know, but, he's into like, he's always into something new. But anyway, he would tell me stuff about bands that I remembered the stuff very heavily growing up. And if you read the internet about these bands and you learn as much as you can just through the internet, but not from people who were around for some of the things that happened or who were alive during the events, like there's a big difference when something is, when you were there and you were around for it and it was like a generation thing. It's like, if you remember like like if you were around for like the street scene days, like the street racing days in the 90's and early thousands, but more specifically like the 90's, if you were around for the drag races and the street races, no Fast and the Furious movie, no fucking documentary or anything will ever really, really bring out what the vibe felt like of being there. And if you ask somebody who was really there, somebody who's fucking had to run from the cops, somebody who had to fucking be the lookout, somebody who's the flagger, somebody who's in the races, somebody who's on the sidelines, somebody who's really a part of the whole thing and you were like risking shit to be there, that's a whole different story, experience, and context than if you read about it or watch movies about it. Because there's no way, even if you watch actual videos from that time, it just doesn't depict all the way what the vibe was like, the jokes people were making, the way that people talk shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. So a lot of people, if you were like describing it on the internet, how it's going to come off is as like factual things, because you can only talk about the events that you observed. But then like if you were there and you were to describe the feeling, the sound, the smell, the jokes, the people, the girls, the dudes, the everything, right? Like that's a whole different conversation and explanation of what it was actually like. So if you were to ask me, you're to ask people older than me, handful of people slightly younger than me, like what that era, what that generation was like, it was, you're going to get a whole another story than what people on the internet have said about it. You know what I'm saying? So we can learn the internet versions of shit, or we can learn the real life versions of shit. And back to my example is like my son would tell me stuff like, oh yeah, you know, these guys were the best and most popular band at the time. I'm like, the fuck? No, they weren't. Yeah, but the record sales and this and that. But hold on. There's a big difference of if we were alive and somebody told me Soundgarden was one of the greatest grunge bands of all time, like, yes, that might be your opinion, and obviously it's all opinion stuff, but what I'm talking about is the context, right? Now, when I was growing up, I was fucking around for when Soundgarden was like, they blew up, they got popular, all of this. But if you reflect back on what it says about the band now versus how people would speak about them, just in general public back in the day, when we didn't have the internet, it was just what we fucking picked up and what people were really saying out in the street and in person. So it's like, I'm like, bro, I get what you're saying and I get where you're coming from, but that's the internet version. I was like, dude, I was around. Nobody fucking talked about Soundgarden back in the day. It wasn't like, I mean, yeah, there's circles of people who do, and clearly there's fans and all of this, right? But what I'm saying is, it wasn't as big as if you were to read about them just now versus actually being alive when it was cracking off. It was like, no, like Nirvana heavily overshadowed almost any of the other grunge bands popularity-wise, especially reaching the places where the grunge music wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? Like in San Diego, there's pockets of people and pockets of places where it was more popular. And like, you know, if you're from there and you're listening to this, you're like, no, all of us fucked with that. Like, then you're probably from one of those little pockets. Like, it's the same way if it's like, the way I knew how to go to parties or kickbacks is very Mira Mesa and very Southeast Dago like. And
I know Mira Mesa. Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Where did it go?
California. Calvin. Even I know me. Damn.
Sorry guys, I don't know where the button went, but I used to have a Southeast Dago button. But yeah, it's like the way that we partied in Mira Mesa and Southeast San Diego was like, it's a different vibe. The garage, the fucking driveway parties, the fucking backyard kickbacks, like they all are such different levels to them, right? But you know, it's like I would assume that this is the way everybody kicks it everywhere. I would assume that people enjoyed fucking lowered cars and rap music and gangster shit. But then come to find out, like people in the Midwest, like back in the day, they didn't find any of that shit cool. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But my point is that like, a lot of times if you're from somewhere and that's the way it was, you assume everybody else is kind of like that or into it, or you think they're fucking weird if they're not. And that's like very small town type of thinking, right? But my point is that like, yes, Nirvana had reached as far as where we thought gangster music was cool. Soundgarden, no. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my point. So like, if we were to look at learning the internet version of shit versus actual real life experiential shit where it's like your mom and your dad have to teach you this shit. The internet cannot teach you these things. Or your aunt, your uncle, whoever the fuck raised you and told you the truth and told you real shit. Like there's a big difference between that versus what the internet has to offer and teach you. So kind of like tracing back through this whole thing, if we're going to go Quentin Tarantino, all the last couple topics that we've mentioned, the whole point of why I'm describing all that is about standing up for yourself. So a lot of people this day and age stand up for themselves via the way that you would do it on the internet, not how it occurs in real life. And that's essentially what cancel culture is. It's like, it's an internet way of dealing with real life people, but on the internet. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, like Soundgarden's numbers, blah, blah, blah. They were the most popular, this and that. Well, not the most, but like one of the most. And how, you know, I'm just saying whatever. It's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. I get the statistics and I get whatever, but real life doesn't occur as like statistics. Maybe for some people, but to look outside of that, that's not how life happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, statistics are continuously going, but statistics are not the truth. It's a version of the truth. It's not the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you were to say, oh, all black people this, all white people this, all Asian people that, it's like, no, like, but that is kind of how you get statistics. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's it's a version of the truth, not the version of the truth.
Damn, dude.
You dig? So what happens is we learn this internet version of, or I should say kids, younger people end up learning this internet version of standing up for yourself, which is, let's cancel this fucker. Let's do the liberal scream. Let's say that there's no such thing as men and women. Let's fucking do this and that. And it's like all this shit the internet is claiming, but it does not apply to real life, because you go to your job and they're like, okay, like, do you want what size shirt do you want for your uniform? Oh, it's like, oh, do you want a women's medium or men's medium? That's offensive, you bigot. But like, no, motherfucker, you just need a shirt that fits. Answer the fucking question. But on the internet, it's okay to be this, I'm this, I'm that, I'm shim, I'm sham, you know what I mean? Like, bro, no. You're a human being. Non-binary is not real. All this shit you're making up, it's not fucking real. And that's not how life really is in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't fucking work that way. And if it did, see, okay, don't get it twisted. I'm all for being creative and making shit up. That's my shit. I love that. At the same time, there's not a limit, but there's a clear line that exists, if you choose to acknowledge it, between what's factual and what's some bullshit. So this is my problem with this, is like, yes, make up whatever the fuck you want. But if you're going to fucking argue and protest and get offended, you better be able to defend and respond to questions that have to do with reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to stand up for yourself isn't to be like, I am a non-gendered, cis, queer, fucking man, woman, hetero, her, him, address me as E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? You're not listening. Like, okay, but still, what's the answer? Like, do the liberal scream all you want. And for those of you who are like, what is this guy, some kind of hardcore Republican? No, not at all. Not by any means. But the liberal scream is a thing. And just to say, as somebody who's not into politics or be like, I'm of this, some of that, by any means, I do not identify with any of that stuff, by any means. But there is clearly the liberal weird shit on the very, like, not even very left, but just the whole left party, which is the liberals, are on some fuck weird shit. Super fucking weird shit. And like, yeah, that's just somebody who's like completely neutral. They're on some super fuck shit. They're both on fuck shit, but they're way more on some fuck shit. And they're the ones pushing these weird agendas and all the stuff that lines up with like the Great Reset and all of this fucking shit, right? Like, all of that they're like pushing all of that. And you're like, dude, they're just doing it play by play by play. And like, people are calling it out. If you listen to people like Andy Frisella, like, he's been calling it out for years. He's fucking like basically Nostradamus over this shit. Andy Damas, where it's like, holy fuck, he's called every single play correctly. And you can go back and he'll go back in all his episodes and fucking just bring it up. And it's like, I told you, look, see. He's like, I'm tired of saying I told you so. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's crazy that there's a whole there's now multiple generations. And it started around the time when kids started getting named Aiden and Jaden and Ava. Like, it's funny because I have cousins named two of those names. But it was around that time when kids of that age, I don't know how old they are now, maybe like anywhere from... That's so funny. But it's true, dude. And then like, no, it's a couple years, maybe it's even before that, when kids, what were kids being named around that time? Fuck, I don't know. That's what I can think of for the moment. But anyway, like kids born in the thousands, from there forwards, a good majority, and I don't even know majority, but a good portion of them. And this is not talking shit on them. This is just, it's like we could, you know, this is how generations work. It's like, oh, this is the generation with the technology. This is the generation with the Great Depression. This is the generation with the this, the that, right? My point is that like kids are born in that time. If they didn't have good role models or father figures, mother figures, good male role model, good female role model, end up learning all their information from the internet. And the same way that you see sex on the internet is not really how sex is in real life. The same way how you see how sports are and shit like that is not really how it is in real life. Like, you see somebody doing a triple backflip on a bicycle, and in real life, can you even do a bunny hop? You know what I mean? You're like, boring, next. And it's like, there's such a huge disconnect between how things are viewed on the internet versus in real life. Now it's like, if I do something that I find impressive on a skateboard or a bike or something, nobody wants to watch it. It's not impressive to anybody. But in real life, not everybody can do what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm good or whatever, but it's like, not everybody can. Just the same way there's shit I can't do, clearly, you know? So what I'm saying is like, there's the internet version and there's the real life version. And we've got a lot of people disconnected from both. I feel lucky to grow up in the day... excuse me, in the day and age of like, I was running the streets before the internet existed. You know what I mean? I was already an adult before we had internet on our cell phones. You know what I'm saying? It was like before Google was popular, before YouTube even existed, before any of this stuff. It was like, I was fortunate to already be an adult and have to navigate by map or memory or instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't even know how to navigate by instinct anymore, or like using landmass or like landmarks of the geography. That was a very adult sentence for me to say. Landmarks of the geography. But like knowing how to get around by mountains and trees and different types of dirt and different, the rocks, the stars, the sun, the moon. Like, dude, when I go out into the middle of the desert or I explore a new area in the desert, I'm I'm documenting in my mind, all right, at this mountain is where we turned. All right, at this many mountain ridges back is where our camp is. And that's how I figure out where the fuck my camp is. When I'm out in the middle of the fucking desert or the forest or woods or whatever, I'm documenting trees, I'm documenting the rocks, I'm documenting the color of the dirt and the terrain and all of this stuff as I go. So that way I can fucking get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't count on my cell phone to work. I can't count on GPS and all this shit. Like, what if it dies? What if I lose service? What if all of this stuff, right? Now, it's helpful when it does work, but I'm fucking documenting shit that I can trust and count on myself for, because I can't rely on the internet for real life experience. And that's how you get lost. Imagine you went out exploring only off your map and then the map stopped working or your phone died and you couldn't charge it or you lost your phone or something. How are you getting back? Do you know what mountain ridge you turned at? Do you know what rock you turned at? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what the terrain was like? Do you even know what direction you're going? Do you even know how to figure out the direction? You know what I'm saying? How far have you been traveling? How many miles have you been traveling? How many, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to have a feel for this. Otherwise, you kind of fuck yourself and you don't want to fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I look at this and I'm like, dude, a lot of these kids, it's unfortunate that they have the internet raising them. In the same way that, like, in my generation, we had TV and video games raising kids. And we see how a lot of those people are as adults. And it's like, I'm not saying if you grew up on internet or TV or video games or TV, like you're some fucked up loser or whatever. But there are people who are clearly very much losers because they were drawn into doing just that. Now, all they know is that. They know nothing about themselves. They know nothing about their spirit. They know nothing about their happiness. They know nothing about their authenticity. They don't even know what it's like to live life authentically. And that's sad. It's a shame, but it's like, they can't help it. It's not their fault. Like, their parents, instead of wanting to have conversations with them and spend time with them, just said, go do this. Like, I got to go do my shit that doesn't even make sense or doesn't even contribute to the world or whatever, you know? And it's like I'm saying, I'm not talking shit on these people. I'm just saying they exist and it's a real thing, the same way that athletes exist and the same way that people who are out of shape exist. It's just a reality of life. And we're kind of getting so far away from what the reality of life is that people are just acting wacky and weird and on some fucking strange ass shit because the internet has painted this picture of what life is and it's actually not.
Damn, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like learning to be authentic. Learning to be authentic and learning to be authentically happy and content while we're young is so essential. Because, dude, fuck trying to figure out what it's like to be happy and content with what you've got during the process of life and building and growth when you're fucking 70, 80, 90, 100 years old or on your deathbed. Like, fuck trying to figure all that out at that point. That sucks. That's hard. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Like, finally you realize that you lived your whole life trying to get to something that never really fucking mattered and wasn't really authentic to who you are and to your heart. You know what I'm saying? So if you're working a job you hate, I really hope you're participating in hobbies that you love often and frequently. Because if you're not, you're setting yourself up to be confused on your deathbed and disappointed when you're old and don't have the energy to keep doing your shit, where now you're like, fuck, I should have spent time with my family. Fuck, I should have spent time like showing myself love and care and growth and working on my personal development. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are caught in our old circles and it's just like, we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm getting text messages right now. But I always forget to silence my phone, dude. But yeah, like I'm saying, there's a difference between this internet knowledge and real life knowledge. And if you use the internet correctly, it can enhance your real life. But if you don't and you rely on it and it's your fucking mother or your father, you got to get out into the world and experience people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take a quick break. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Damn, dude.
Oh, yes. Welcome, bicycle. You must address me as my pronouns. And my pronouns are Tortuga de Ninja. If you do not address me as Tortuga de Ninja, you are a bigot. Do you understand me? So, oh yes, welcome my bigots with sausage fingers. This is the Damn Dude Podcast, and we're not here to offend anybody or speak any truth. Bitch, shut the fuck up. No, what up, you guys?
Damn, dude.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm just being weird as fuck. But, welcome back, my Tortuga de Ninjas. That means Ninja Turtle, if you don't know what Tortuga is in Spanish. No, but yo, really, like, when we don't learn how to stand up for ourselves, we have to start identifying with random weird things and finding offense in things. And I don't mean like you're walking through a field and you're like, oh, a fence. I'm more I mean finding offense like, you called me sir? Do you not see my blue hair and eyebrow piercing or like whatever the fuck? No. You must address me as Tortuga de Ninja. You bigot son of a bitch. You are a, what's that word? You are a narcissist. Oh shit. What up, narcissists? Okay, no. So back to the business. You guys. No, really. What I'm saying is fuck waiting till we're 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 on our deathbed. All of that shit. Fuck waiting till you're, you know what? Fuck waiting till your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your best friends die. Fuck waiting till they die to have to learn some shit and choose to start learning. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't learning, you ain't earning. If you ain't earning, you ain't turning. If you ain't turning, you ain't winning. And if you ain't winning, then you's probably sinning. So, sit back and kick it like some amoxicillin. Cause like a roly-poly pill bug, we rolling and we chilling. You guys, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, no, really. Like, fuck waiting till we're old as shit to try and figure out what happiness means to us. Fuck waiting till you're old to figure out what happiness means to you. Fuck waiting till you're old to figure out what love is. Fuck waiting till you're old to figure out how to love yourself, how to be true to yourself, how to be authentic to yourself. Like, if you look back, you're going to wish you learned more shit. We're all going to wish that. We're going to wish that not if we spend the time doing it. We're going to look back and wish we spent more time with people. We're going to look back and wish we spent more time doing shit that we loved and chasing a life that we love, creating a life that we love. More so, I should say, not chasing it. That's what most of us are doing, is chasing this life we love. And we think, oh, well, if I make more money, I'll be happy. Oh, if I take this vacation, if I go to Tulum and show my ass, if I... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to make you happy. Like, you'll look back at the picture and be like, damn, I was really miserable. I look back to times I thought I was so fucking cool doing such cool shit. And I'm like, damn, I was really miserable back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to fucking do the shit we love, man. And figure out what that even means and why and how we can set up our lives to do that to the most. And that's why I'm looking at this. I'm like, if I look back in 100 years and let's say I have not made my money back from podcasting, that's okay. I'm fully okay with that, because I know that when I look back and I have 172 episodes released just up to this point, I'm so proud of myself, dude. Like, my kids have something to listen to. My kids. They have something to listen to. All these files are going to exist. It's all going to be an option. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I will look back, and if I didn't do it and I didn't keep documenting, I got nothing to show for it. It's like, what did I spend my time doing? Oh, well, it didn't pay me, so I didn't do it. The fuck? Dude, no, it didn't pay me, and I still did it. And I feel like this is how we do what we love. And like I told my son, dude, when you do what you love to the fullest, full commitment, people will just start paying you for it. And it's like with this podcast, I don't care to get paid or not. Yeah, it'd be nice, but I'm not taking on any sponsorships of ads or sponsors that I don't fuck with or I don't use or endorse myself to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever hear any sponsors or anything like that, it's because I actually fuck with it. It's like I've done this for free for so long now that you can't really fuck with me or buy me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in the hole financially for this, but spiritually and mentally, and the amount that I've been able to contribute to people in their lives and their relationships, it's paid for itself over and over and over again, because that's worth way more than the energy of the money that I could have had. You know what I'm saying? The energy of purity and connection and people having real conversations with each other and giving something that's of value and entertainment at the same time. Yo, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. So it's like, if we all look at our lives, like, what are you doing? What can you do? What's possible in order for you to be able to have that freedom to not care if you get paid for it or not? And this is what's so important about hobbies and learning. Because if you just do hobbies and you don't take the time to learn personal development of whatever sorts, then the hobbies become an escape and it's not actually a hobby. Having a hobby is intentionally and purposefully doing something that you love because you love doing it.
Damn, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's an escape, that's not even close to the same thing. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude.
So an escape versus a hobby, an intentional hobby because you love your life and you're doing it to show your life more love. Big fucking difference between the two. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm about to sign up. Well, actually not about to sign up. I'm already signed up for a 13-week course through Ignite Self-Mastery. And dude, I'm fucking excited because, like I said, it's a 13-week course where I'm being held accountable. There's a tribe of people and we have meetings, and then I get to speak with a mentor and get to do all the training on it. And I'm really fucking excited. I'm terrified actually, because I know that basically the point of it is to be held at a higher level than I'm used to operating it at. You know what I'm saying? And when you have somebody to hold you accountable for stuff, it changes the level of everything. You know what I mean? So I'll just read you a quick little thing from the email that I got. And what I'm starting is the foundation program through Ignite Self-Mastery. And basically there's an app. You download the app and it's free. You guys should all download it. It's called Ignite Self-Mastery, IGNITE. I don't know why I always think the word ignite, the spelling of it is IGNIGHT, but it's IGNITE. Ignite Self-Mastery. It's a little like flame logo. And it's like black and orange. Yeah. And yeah, go download that because there's free breath work, there's free meditations, there's free daily practices, and stuff like that. So as I'm going through, I'm getting more familiar with the app, so I can like get used to checking in and doing the exercises and all that. Because as I'm going through it, I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking dope. Like, it's all exactly what is beneficial to my life, and I know will take me to the next level of being happy and doing what I love to the fullest, and getting paid for different types of things because I love doing them and I would do them for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with my swim business, it's so much more than money to me. Like, I get to help little kids save their own lives and provide peace of mind to families and be able to have families be proud of their babies. Like, it's crazy. There's not much that your 6-month-old baby can do to where you really make your parents proud. There's a shit where we all go, oh my God, they're so smart. Look, he makes eye contact. Look, he knows when I say blue, you know, like he knows his mom, his dad, like he knows how to signal for milk, knows how to say yes or no. Like that's cool, but it's not that impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're proud of your kid, but you're not as proud of your kid as when they can fucking get tossed in the water, fucking roll over, float, maintain breath control, and have life-saving skills that are also fun as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see your baby do that, wow, like it's next level. So it's like I've taught many people for free, and I've done it for free, and I still will do it for free when appropriate. Yeah, it's my career. I need to make money off of it. At the same time, I will and have and do it for free sometimes. So, and I'll go out of my way to make sure that people fucking get my services. You know what I'm saying? So as I understand that, it allows me to keep going through this. So it's like, if I can maximize my ability to give and contribute and make money from it, I'm totally fine with that. Because the more money I have, the better other people's lives are. You know what I mean? Like, yes, my own life will improve. At the same time, I'll be able to help improve others' lives and provide more experiences for my kids and friends and family.
Damn, dude.
So that's why it's dope to fucking make a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's not about this whole selfish thing. And people who are not committed to seeing the possibility that, hey, I can make a lot of money. I can live a life that I love. I can have a life of freedom. They're missing that, like, there's so much more that you could do. Like, you're telling me that you would rather not be able to take your friends, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever, your cousins, your brother, sister, best friend, whoever. You're telling me you don't like the idea of being able to afford to fly you guys to Hawaii and have a dope ass vacation? You know what I'm saying? And so it's like to say that, I don't want money, it's evil, this and that. It's like, well, what would you do with it that makes it evil? You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm looking at this like, dude, I want to expand what I can do and what my capabilities are and my reach on people and business and all of this. So that's why I'm doing this program. I want to be able to expand my relationships, expand my financial status, expand my business, reach and help more people. You know what I mean? And it's like, when you help more people, you help yourself. It just fucking works that way. So just a quick little thing with this, with the Ignite Self-Mastery Foundation program is the one I'm doing now. It says, Calvin, welcome to your first day of Foundation program. This program was designed to assist you day by day in doing some powerful inner work to align, design, and build a life on your terms. Yo.
Damn, dude.
This will be a very powerful and challenging 13 weeks where you will be directed to go deep within yourself and uncover authentic wants and needs you've been desiring and work on manifesting them into your day-to-day life. Okay. I'm very proud of your commitment to your greatness and look forward to having a powerful conversation together at the end of your program with your progress report. It's an honor to assist you in your alignment with your highest self.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yo, let's fucking go, dude. So you guys, you should check this out there if you want to fucking get in. It starts today, but you probably won't have time to do all that, but you can get in, sign up for the next one, whatever it is. They have different payment programs and plans and whatever you want. They make it really fucking easy. So be sure you guys check that out. The app is pretty seamless so far. It all just fucking makes sense. And I'm like a fucking technical caveman when it comes to shit like this. So, yeah, dude, it's going to be fucking cool. And this is why it's like, dude, this is an example of how I can use the internet to enhance my life and not learn some bullshit type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the internet can either make you dumber or make you smarter. It can either enhance your life or take away from your life. Because it's like, if you treat the internet like it's video games, if you treat the internet like it's TV versus treating the internet like it's a book or like it's a useful information or like it's school or like it's a fucking library, then you're missing out on all of its beauty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, the entertainment stuff and all that's cool, but at the same time, what about the power of it? What about the shit that makes us be able to change our life and to be able to make us more money, to be able to help ourselves and our friends and our family and our community a lot more. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you like to be able to donate to different things and help different organizations and charities and people? And you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not want that? And a lot of us won't even consider it because we don't think that it's possible to do better or grow bigger than what we're already fucking doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think a good way to start is to like determine, all right, are your activities you like to do an escape, or is it an actual dope hobby that's enhancing and adding love to your life? Because if it's not a dope thing that's adding and enhancing love to your life, then it's taking away from your life. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
So that's what I'm going to do. I highly recommend you guys go check it out. Ignite Self-Mastery. Go download the app. It's a free app, and there's a bunch of shit you can do on it. And I think there's different things where you could pay to get into different pieces of it or whatever, but the whole thing is pretty much fucking free, and there's a gang of good shit so far from what I've seen. So yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a 13-week course. Of course, I'll keep you guys posted on how it goes and how it's working and what I'm facing and what I'm challenged with and all that. Because education does not and should not stop after fucking high school or college. Because in high school or college, we learned a bunch of bullshit for the most part. People and social skills is probably the most powerful thing that you can learn out of college and high school and all of school, really. Because if you went through all of it and you have zero people skills by the end of it, then it was kind of a waste. Unless it very suits your life to where you're like a fucking biochemist and you love being alone and you love fucking doop dropping drops and fucking weighing this and that and comparing this. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a certain personality type that fucks with that. But I know a lot of the people who fuck with this show enjoy outside life and enjoy different facets of life. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be a little bit out there in order to enjoy or take in any of the show or to be receptive to anything that's on this show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's fucking crazy. It's life is beautiful if we allow it to be. Life is also ugly if we allow it to be. And life is also both and everything in between if we allow it to be. So let's fucking get better. Let's learn more. Let's do more shit. And it's like, if you guys start with this app, fucking let me know your experiences, and I want to keep going, and I want to figure it out, and I want to learn more, and I want to be able to be the best version of myself for my kids, my family, and public, my work, everything, right? So if I could do that, I can do that. I will be doing that, and that's what you guys are going to see me doing. And this is why I take on different challenges every so often. It's like 75 hard, animal-based eating, going to Landmark, going to meditation retreats, going to fucking fly across the world to practice and participate with plant medicines, all these different things, right? It's all in the sake of learning and growing and having growth and personally developing myself, personal development. You know what I'm saying? Self-help. Like, I don't like that word, but it's like, it's not necessarily self-help. It's more like self-growth. Self-help implies you're kind of a victim and you need help. It's more like, no, this is personal growth, personal development. The words get played out like manifesting and narcissist. It's like all these words, it's like whatever. They kind of like have almost lost meaning to this point, but you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, so I want to personally develop myself to be the best version of me that I could be. And like I said, if you guys ever get to actually see these videos, you see I'm holding up some stickers. You guys gotta fucking check these out. They're so dope. They go fucking hard. So yeah, that's what I got. If you're a fan of the show and you want some stickers, holla at your boy at Real California Cal on Instagram, and I will get you some stickers. Make sure you also follow us on at Damn Dude Podcast on Instagram, and on Facebook. I guess, dude, people kind of been blowing up the Facebook. I need to fucking start posting shit on my Damn Dude Podcast page. I kind of like fell off with it, but it's still there, and I'm gonna fucking lean into it pretty heavy at some point here. So yeah. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys. The podcast is growing and growing and getting bigger, and the stats, just to see all the ebbs and flows of up and down and like the different countries people are listening in, and I'm like, wow. And then some of the fucking DMs that I get from people, they're just beyond they're beyond me and what I have ever even set out to, what the intention of the show is, and my idea of how it could help people. People have been responding back in ways that are far bigger than I could have even imagined. So yeah, it's really fucking satisfying and gratifying and freeing to do this and have people say that they get something out of it, or they enjoy it, or even that they listen. Like, I love that. So I appreciate you guys. Please leave us a 5-star written review on Apple iTunes if you do get any value of the show. If you've been educated, entertained, or impacted by any means, give this shit a follow, a share, a comment, a 5-star, all that shit. And be sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about like, but subscribe to the show. It helps us a lot. Helps our downloads, helps our numbers, helps us grow, helps us spread across the internet when people Google search shit. And I know a lot of women have been liking the last few episodes because it's about men taking extreme ownership for themselves. And a lot of women have been like, yo, I fuck with this. When it's like, yo, it's never the woman's fault. It's the man not being man enough. I've gotten a lot of messages over this, and it's pretty fucking cool. The questions and the comments and the all this shit. I've only had one dude reach out and be like, yo, like, what if you do all that and they're not feeling it, you know, like, and you don't bring out the goddess in them by taking extreme ownership and being man enough to handle everything. It's like, well, then that's not the right person for you. You know, it's like, and the conversation went deeper. And shout out to Eric if you listen to the show again. I know you're listening strong for a while, but Eric K, I appreciate you. Yeah, man, you're a very unique dude with some really, really cool insight and perspective. And a lot of the stuff you say is actually smarter than I'm able to interpret. So it takes me a long time to decipher what you're saying, because I'm like, holy fuck, like you got this crazy way of thinking. But anyways, it's fucking cool. It's beautiful. Much love, brother. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. I got my call in about an hour and 20 minutes. I got to upload and edit and all the shit to the show. Then I might go surfing, and then I'm going to do some cool shit later. I'll share about it on the next podcast episode, because I'm going to likely learn a whole bunch more shit. And gee, appreciate you guys. Please be sure to go tell a friend to tell a best friend. I fucked that one up. Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their best friends, cousins, uncles, best friends, pig farming, uncle fucking, chicken ducking, farmer clucking, Brussels sprout growing, narcissist cousin of yours about the Damn Dude podcast. Because I'm sure they need to lighten the fuck up and have some reality in their life. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. This has been season 2, episode 72, and I am and will be your host, California Cal. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.